time resident of Edgemont, Moreno Valley. I am contacting you guys in regards to if you guys are from the Inland Empire in the 60th Assembly District. If you saw me on City Council last night, I told you guys that Mr. Jackson was going to have a town hall. And if you had any questions or concerns, that would be a great time for you to do that. Hold on, I'm see if you guys can hear me. Okay, great. You guys can. Let me turn my volume up a little bit. I got this new soundboard, and it's totally awesome. So let me give myself a hand clap. There we go. I know a lot of people were watching, and I'm just going to say this right off the bat. Did you guys notice? See, with what happened with the reparations bill, these black assembly members do not want to hold live in-person town halls. And the reason why they don't want to do that is because black people in California, the ones of us that are left, are pissed. Okay? Did you guys notice that was a controlled live event? The questions that he answered, they were canned questions. Did you guys notice he was reading his answer off of I think the second question? There is no way in hell people are asking questions about the I-215. And then he didn't know what the hell he was talking about because the I-215 is a federal highway. The state has no jurisdiction over a federal highway. So the money that's going to be allocated to the I-215 is for the sides of the freeway. It doesn't do anything for the freeway itself. So those bumpy roads, get used to that still. The federal government has to fix that. Unless there's some kind of, deal or something like that. But those questions were canned. That was an hour of my time, and it was a waste of time. But see, this is why I call him a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit because he doesn't want to meet with his constituents. How many of you guys remember a couple of months ago, he was protested at the Moreno Valley Community Center, at the gym, the conference center. And he doesn't want that smoke. He's a piece of shit. You know? So Demetra says, Corey can't read. Yeah. And waste of my time too. Yeah, it was a waste of everybody's time. I was very civil. I asked a very simple question. I didn't use any profanity, nothing like that. I just asked, and my question was, why did you and others stop the reparations bill from getting a vote on the floor? He has yet to answer that. He has yet to answer that. Yes, he does look like Gary Coleman. Yes, he could be Gary Coleman's younger brother. I don't know, but he does look like Gary Coleman. Yeah, he has Gary Coleman ways. But he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He talks about, well, I'm going to do this for my constituents, and I answer. No, he doesn't. He does not answer. And because of this, we are now going to make Mr. Jackson famous. I will be in his office tomorrow. I have to get up early tomorrow. Good thing I did all my, I did some mulching today because the Santa Anas were blowing the leaves all over the place. I'm going to be in his office tomorrow, and I'm going to schedule an appointment. And I've been telling him to contact me and explain to me as a black man, explain to me, man to man, why we could not get a vote. And I've been telling you guys this on the show for a very, very, very long time. I was very respectful last night. I didn't go in on him at the city council meeting. I just announced for people, if you guys want to talk to your representative, he's having a town hall, just reminding everybody. You know? Yeah, he's slick. He's slick, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to, Demetra, do not make me be disrespectful. But, you know, it's just a shame that see, and these politicians think they can get away with this stuff. That was a controlled event. There was just no way. We couldn't see each other in the chat mode. So I don't know who's on, whatever the deal is. You can't, remember like in the Zooms, you could see each other. You couldn't see each other. So I'm going to calm down a little bit because, I expected this. He glossed over the reparations question, and any other question of significance. You mean to tell me if so many people were online, every question was a positive question? See, this is what these pieces of shit do because they know you guys, you just want this symbolism. What did he say? I'm going to have more parties and this for the kids and the backpack giveaway. He is using the James Clyburn playbook. Oh, I'm going to have a barbecue and we're going to do all this. Is that all it takes to buy your votes? And why is it everything is geared to criminality? People who make wrong decisions in their lives. Why aren't they addressing the regular taxpayer who is doing the best that they can and doing it the right way? They're not breaking laws. They're just going to work, paying their taxes, and raising their kids. Just about everything he said had to do with bad behavior. Not everybody, a majority of people don't have children that need daycare. That's a small number of the population. Come on, y'all. Hey, do me a favor, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and share this on your platforms and get this information out. If you did not see Corey Jackson's virtual town hall, it was a waste of your time. It was a waste of time. He was not asking any questions. He was not answering any real live questions. All the questions were canned. And his fruity patootie office manager, you could tell he already had the answers or the questions. There was nothing real about what he did. It's slick. It's just like Demetra said, it's a slick move because he thinks we're stupid. He thinks you are stupid. But for all the black people and the people that just agree and are for fairness, I just want to know why, after $5 million of taxpayer money and 2.5 years of study, we passed all the committees, we passed the financing. All we wanted was an up or down vote. That's it. That's it. And we didn't get it. It doesn't matter if you are for reparations or you're against it. I don't care about that. We can agree that the least they could have done is give us a vote. So that way we know where everybody stands. It's no secret there's an Asian Hispanic coalition to stop black people from getting reparations. That's a different issue. The point is, we should have gotten a vote. I just want a fair vote. Is that wrong of me to ask that question? Why could we not get a vote? Why did you not bring this to the floor? I'm very sure it would have been defeated once it got to the floor. I'm almost sure of that. Because of so many people in California against black people getting reparations. You know, Demetra says nobody was there but us. Yeah, exactly. It's sad. It's just sad. Turkeys and tacos. Yeah, did you hear all that? Turkeys and tacos. He gave away all this stuff. That's the Democratic playbook, Demetra. You just Tiffany Henyard does it up in Chicago. This is what the Democrats do. They make you dependent on government so that you can't do anything for yourself. Now, I'm a firm believer when a person has to rely on themselves, they're going to figure it out. But Democrats don't want that. He sounded like a communist to me tonight. He sounded like a communist, a piece of shit communist. Yes, I said it. They were blocking for Big Daddy Gavin. Yeah, it's sad. And dancing with the kids. Demetra, please don't make me go there. Please, I don't want to slip up here. I don't want to be canceled. But maybe like Eric Adams, maybe I should be canceled. Maybe I should be canceled. You know? It's just, wake up, people. Wake up. This is just ridiculous. But I'm going to be in his office tomorrow, and I'm going to schedule a meeting with him. I mean, I know he's afraid to meet with me. I don't know why you would be afraid to meet with one of your constituents. According to your Zoom call, you meet with everybody. If it's not this, it's Zoom or whatever the deal is. But I want to talk to people who are on my page, family and friends. who wonder why I do what I do, and Demetra and I do what I do. They want us to go back to sleep. Why? I want you guys to understand this. He was talking about Project 2025 as he was ending his little bullshit session, right? Scare tactic. Oh, Project 2025, whatever, right? And he's going to do this and he's going to, nigga, you can't even stand up to me. You talking about you going to stand up to Donald Trump and the federal government. You won't eat in 2025 and whatever. Negro, do you know the mass incarceration was part of Joe Biden's? That's in the 2025 thing. It's been there for years. And the Democrats have used that out of their playbook. The reinvention of child support under Bill Clinton, that was that was in those think tanks. Those were ideas out of the think tanks. Mass incarceration, those were things out of the think tanks. It's amazing. But to those people who come at my page, family and friends, and you guys just think I'm just going off and I don't know what I'm talking about. I went to city council last night. In my city council. And I congratulated the winners. I congratulated the losers. I let my presence be known. I was very respectful. This is the difference between a person like myself and maybe a lot of you people. You guys only come around every 4 years. And then you become, all of a sudden, you guys are political experts, but you don't even know what the hell is going on in your own city. You don't even know. One of the people that got elected in District 3 in my city, I told him at a meet and greet that Corey Jackson was at. And I didn't stress Corey or anything like that with the reparations question, because that's not the place for it. There's a time and a place for everything, right? I didn't put him on the spot. But I told one of his candidates, that's now the District 3 council member, I told him, hey, you need to start talking about the biggest employer of our city. And the biggest employer in our city is March Air Reserve Base. He started talking about that. He won. Not just because of the base, he's Hispanic and all this other thing. And that's another thing. I went to city council yesterday and I was so disappointed. I saw the same black folks that are usually there, myself, and and I don't go all the time anymore. And it was mostly filled with Hispanic people. And of course the old guard. And those guys are going away all the time. I was so disappointed. And yet, Demetra, the new black media, we're out here fighting so that you guys can get something. And I'm talking to you Negroes that are my family and friends. We're out here trying to get something for you guys other than symbolism. And you Negroes won't even show up to your city council meetings to find out what the hell is going on. That's what pisses me off. It makes me want to give up. But you know what? I'm not going to give up. I'm not. I know what's going on. Demetra knows what's going on. That's why when shit happens and they start taking away your welfare and they taking away this benefit and that benefit and that benefit, it doesn't affect me because I was already ahead of the game. I already knew, So, it's just kind of crazy. Oh, my man Raven's on. Good to see you, Rave. He even talked about LGBTQ. Yeah, he talks about the gay stuff. And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with talking about the gay stuff. However, they're a small majority. No, that doesn't make sense. They're a small minority within the community. The majority of people aren't gay. That's what pisses me off. In a democracy, it's majority rule. I'm not saying don't address those issues, but there is nobody more homeless in California than black people. He didn't address that at all. And he has the same color skin that I have. We're out here trying to get you something. This man had a chance to get these black people in California a reparations bill, and he refused to bring it to the floor for a vote. That's why I'm upset. And now that they've done the study, what I try to tell you guys who don't live in California, when your government talks about we're gonna do a study, the study's already done. Just use California's. The study is already done. You don't have to waste any time. It's already done. Let's cut to the chase and get to the vote. Because if we had got reparations here, what the hell do you think is going to happen in your city or your state? It's a cumulative effect. You can say, well, the precedent's been set in California, so now here in Illinois, we're going to do the same thing. We got to work together. But no, y'all just go ahead and continue to eat y'all chicken, party, get flued out. There's only a small group of us that is actually doing the work. And the sad thing is, a lot of you guys are fighting against us and asking us to vote for nothing. And that ain't what I want. I don't want to vote for nothing. I want my grandchildren to have something in this country. Oh, we got to let the illegals in, whatever. How did that work for you? How did that liberal thinking work for you? Now you guys are screaming, oh, we got to get them out here. They're opening restaurants right in the street. Well, if you've done a lot more travel in your life, that's what they do in some of those countries. And the food's pretty good, too. I'll tell you that. Dimitri's laughing. I know I'm going off. I know. Yep, he said everyone is welcome to go talk to him. Yep, everybody but me. But I was very respectful. Like I said, I've gotten to that age to where it's like, you know what? I know what's going on, bro. Just tell me straight up so that I know. But we're gonna make you famous. We're gonna make you famous. Talked about LGBT stuff. My man Raven says, you're right, Dimitra. The order came from Newsom. Newsom probably told him not to take no reparations questions either. Yeah, well, the thing is, Raven, you got to understand, if that bill had passed on the floor, and I'm speculating, but I'm a political person just like you are and stuff like that, but I kind of know a little bit about California politics. If that thing had passed, it would have put Gavin Newsom on the spot, literally. Because if he vetoed it, it would have shown everybody, all the black people across the nation, it'll show them this. You could have a super majority Democrat Congress, House and Senate, Democratic president, and black people ain't gonna get shit because that is their policy. Benign neglect, willful ignorance of the black plight. So here in California, we have a super majority of Democrats. The Republicans don't run nothing in this state. That's why the state looks like shit now. Gavin Newsom would have been forced. And by the way, for those of you guys that don't know, Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. A lot of people don't know that. Do you guys ever wonder why he doesn't highlight that? Because Nancy Pelosi is very unpopular and, whatever. But I want you guys to know that. So to make him have to veto that, that's Democratic policy. And if black people would have seen that, more black people would say, I give up. I'm done with the Democratic Party and I'm going to walk away. But according to Corey, he's got some barbecue for you if you're interested. You want to sell your soul for some barbecue. So let me go down here. He only mentioned the state of Black IE. Yeah, just glossed right over it. Tell them they're not getting their turkeys if they don't show up to the meetings. Yeah, my man Raven, it's good to see you. But this is what we do. And I'm not saying that makes me special, Dimitra special, or anything like that. But it's people like myself, Dimitra K, Brother Phil Scott. All these people out here are ringing the alarm. And we're trying to tell you. I mean, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. On this page, I constantly put up Martin Luther King talking about what the Negro is owed, and we need to come get our check, and the difference to why we as a group are totally different than any other group that came here. We are the only ones that came here in bondage against our will. Everybody else came here willingly. So that's the difference. And a lot of people say, well, reparations, right? No. You came here willingly. So it's just like he really bigged up barbecue. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we were there. I mean, but so all my friends and family, this is what we're talking about. Do not sit there and tell me anything about politics if you can't even tell me who your mayor is, who represents you in your district. This is what we got. We got to start talking about politics more, not less, more. What is the new Black media's goal? Our goal is to get reparations. Number one, our goal is to get reparations. Our goal is to educate Black people to vote their interests. Our goal is to make Black people self-sufficient. If we have to separate, then we have to separate from these people. That's our goal. But our definite goal is not letting you guys go back to sleep. We don't want you guys going back to sleep. We definitely don't want that. Because that's what the Democratic Party is doing. And Demetra, Raven, I'm going to tell you guys right now, after the ass whooping the Democrats got from Donald Trump, they are regrouping as we speak. Have you guys noticed on some of these news outlets now, they are now coming right and they're starting to sound like Republicans? Eric Adams, who does he sound like? Oh, I'm going to work with Donald Trump. Then you got this Negro here, Gary Coleman looking mofo, talking about he's going to fight the federal government. Negro, you won't even meet with me. I find what you're saying very, very disingenuous. Very disingenuous. You're going to fight the federal government, but you won't even meet with me and answer a very simple question. Very simple question. But you know why? When people do that, they do that because he knows he fucked up. And he's bought and he's paid for by entities I don't really want to say, but he's bought and paid for by entities that we don't know anything about. But he talks about he's a representative of all the people of the IE in the 60th district. So, yeah, we're going to stay on their bumper, Demetra. Like I said, and I'm not afraid. Oh, you're a misogynist. Oh, you're anti-LGBTQ. No, I'm giving my opinion, and I'm also stating facts tonight. Going to this town hall meeting was a waste of time. That's a fact. He did not answer real questions from the constituents. That's a fact. He had canned questions. That's a fact. We have to stop letting these small, insignificant people tell us we should, be quiet and let shit just. We've done that, and now we're in a situation that is unattainable as Black people. There's nobody more homeless in California than Black people, and this Negro did not address it specifically. It's one thing to address homelessness overall, but when less than 6% of the population in California is Black, and the majority of those people, according to their statistics, is homeless, you have to specifically address that issue. But he didn't do it. Oh, it's everybody. We're going to do this for everybody. It's a systematic problem that this group of people are homeless more than anybody else in the state. And you had no answer for it, sir. Anyway, family, friends, do not tell me my business. Until I see you guys going to city council meetings, until I see you guys politically active, don't tell me shit about what I'm going through here in California. I see what I see. I know what's going on, and I'm telling you about it because guess what? The playbook is California. So in your neighborhoods, as they move those Venezuelans into your neighborhood and they're setting up shop and doing all that, bringing all the violence, messing up your schools, slowing your schools down because the children that are attending, that are their children, can't speak English. This is what they did in California, and it took them 30 years to perfect it. And I'm trying to warn you guys, but y'all don't want to hear that. Oh, Democrats, I'm with her. I'm with her. This bitch, she spent almost $2 billion in less than 100 days. But you with her. It's sad. It is sad, sad, sad. Yeah, he looked like yeah, he always wears those turtles trying to be. Demetra, don't get me in trouble here. God, I'm going to slip my tongue and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. But he is a piece of shit. I can't say that. He's a piece of shit. So, you guys just don't tell me my business. I'm giving you guys the warning. I'm trying to tell you guys because you guys are seeing it. Your neighborhoods, they're setting up shops. Nobody's making them take down shops and talk. You know, they're doing all their stuff, whatever they're doing, whatever the deal is. California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, we've been dealing with this shit for years. And illegal immigration hurts Black people because we're at the bottom of the economic scale. That's just a fact. Well, I'm in Houston. Well, I'm in Chicago. There's a lot of Black people here. There was a lot of Black people in Los Angeles, too. There was a lot of Black people in Oakland. Look at the playbook. Look at the playbook. They gentrified you out of your neighborhoods. They've gentrified you politically, where you have no political voice. We've got Negroes like this who sit up there and they do the bidding of white supremacy. They do the bidding of it. So I'm just letting you guys know. Total waste of time. But like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna go get me a piece of chicken because I know what's going on. So you guys, please wake up. Wake up. Wait. I gotta do it, Demetra. I gotta do it. Where's it at? I can't even see. Wait. Not that one. It's that one. I hate that one. Wait. That's crickets. I got to put that in there. But, God, I want that one. But wake up before it's too late. In a lot of you guys' neighborhoods, it is too late. So once they start getting elected to the city council and all these little boards, the planning commission and stuff, guess what they're going to start doing? They're going to start catering to their community. That's what happened here in my city. We've got one black person on city council, and she's ineffective. She's with the get along gang. She's very ineffective. She wants to get along with everybody. Very ineffective. So you guys, please wake up. Please wake up. Raven says, yeah, Donovan, I'm in Bakersfield and the Hispanics can set up churro shops on every corner and more, but code enforcement does nothing right. But let you set up a barbecue. You know, you got your little your grill, and you just got the St. Louis barbecue going. They're shutting you down. They're giving you a ticket. They're probably even arresting you. It's people. You guys got to wake up. You guys have got to wake up. Please wake up. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for Demetra. Don't do it for Raven. Do it for your children. Do it for your grandchildren. If we do not make a stand now, our legacies won't have a chance. They are going to be in economic slavery forever, and they will be forever renters. Please wake up. Please wake up. All right, you guys. I'm done raving, but I will be meeting with, well, I don't know if I'm going to be meeting with them, but I will be stopping by Mr. Jackson's office tomorrow morning. I will be there. And if I get arrested, whatever, you heard it here first. And I'm not going over there to beat anybody up. I don't do that. But the point is, in my city, I am very I'm not saying very well known, but I am known to do my thing. Let's say that. Do my thing. And I'm very respectful how I do it, whatever. But unfortunately, I know, as well as you guys know, most police officers don't know the law. They know arrest. They don't know the law. So there could be a chance, depending on what's going on, because again, his office is paid for with tax dollars. So that makes it a public office. So I have every right to be there. I'm not going there to be disruptive or whatever. I'm going to go there and I, you know, when I'll put it up here if you guys want to see it. But again, you guys are living your lives, which is great and great and all that great stuff. But at the same time, you guys see what I do, and I do it after been doing it for 8 years. I have yet to see anybody else show me they're at a city council meeting in their city. I have anybody else show me, other than that stupid I voted, doing anything political. You guys, you better thank a new black media that we're holding up your rights. You better thank a new black media that we're highlighting what is going on. You better thank if I sound like Kamala Harris, is that gonna, make you guys listen? Because I'm willing to do that. So yeah. So Corey did say stop on by, so I'm gonna stop on by and I'm gonna get some questions in there and do what I got to do. Every good patriot is supposed to question its government. You have every right to do it. And he even said that in the Zoom. He said that in the Zoom. He said it. We need to, ask questions. I want to know, why did you not bring that bill to the floor? Were you going to blame the Republicans when it was actually you guys? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, Demetrius laughing. You better thank a new black media. Tell Brother Phil that. You better thank a new black media for highlighting and keeping you guys that do watch little clips of what's going on. You better thank them. But, unfortunately, I'm not afraid to get arrested if it comes to that. But I'm not going to go in there and do something stupid to make them arrest me. But unfortunately, you've got police officers that don't know the law. They know arrest. And we got to stop being afraid to go to jail. Martin Luther King did it. Martin Luther King. All these civil rights people, Martin Luther King. I marched with Martin Luther King. They're quick to say that, right? But then their children go to jail. Oh, we got to get Johnny out. Oh, my God. Neck bone. I got to put the house up. It's crazy. Demetri, I know I got you guys laughing, but it's crazy. Hey, Raven, thank you. You usually when I get arrested, look, American Express, Visa, MasterCard, Black Card, what do you got? Because I know that if that cop arrests me, I'm gonna basically disarm him from his qualified immunity. And how I'm gonna do that is whenever I go to these places like that, I go as the press. I'm using my First Amendment right, because this is what I do. Like, I'm reporting to you guys. So I'm kind of known here to do what I do. So I'm a form of press. And when I was sued for civil harassment, the judge in the case brought that up, because what the lady that was suing me brought up was I was saying bad things about her on social media. And when it came out, thank God I had a great lawyer, and he's still on speed dial. And the judge saw what I said. I mean, you got me on video. I'm on YouTube. I mean, whatever. The judge saw it and says, well, he's a social media news type guy. He has every right to say what he was saying. And at the time that I was talking about her, she was running for office. See how people don't really know the law? A lot of people don't even know this. A elected official can't sue the voters. You can't sue your constituents. You can't do it no matter what they say about you. That was adjudicated by the Supreme Court in the 1960s, I think 1966. And the reason why they can't sue you is the mere fact that they have a bully pulpit, they can refute anything that you say. And a lot of people don't know that. So when you hear a politician talk about, I'm going to sue you for slander, go ahead, let them sue you. It's going to be thrown right out. And make sure your lawyer knows about the 1966 Supreme Court, because a lot of these new lawyers, they don't even know that. A lot of these new lawyers, they just want to get in, get out, do a plea deal, and get out. An elected official cannot sue the voter because criticism is a part of the job. You could basically outright lie on that public official and say horrible things about them. They still can't sue you because they knew the job was dangerous when they took it, Fred. Put that on the soundboard. I better think. Okay, I'm going to do that, Dimitri. See, you're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. But I might do that. I'm going to put it on the soundboard. I think that'd be a good idea. You better think. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not illegal. See, that's what I'm saying. Why is it that people don't know their basic rights? Just stuff that you should know to be a good citizen in this country. They don't teach it because they want to arrest you. They want to put you in jail. Don't ever let a policeman in your house. I don't care what their situation is. I got a cousin right now. She's a police officer. Ever since she became a police officer, she hasn't stepped 1 foot in my house. Not 1 foot. And I love her to death. She's one of my favorite cousins. I love her to death, but she ain't going to step 1 foot in my house. So, Mr. Jackson, I will be seeing you tomorrow. And if I do get arrested, I will be disarming the police officer, his qualified immunity. If he takes me into to be arrested, I have no problem doing that. But again, we got to stop being afraid to be arrested. And I'm talking about us regular folks. We always talk about Ray Ray and Pookie. They're willing to go to jail for what they do. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Yeah, I'm going to take them a turkey a little. No, you know what? I got some hens in the freezer, those little hens. I think I'll take them one of those and, do what I got to do. But Dimitri, remember, Ito was giving out turkeys. Remember, Ito was giving out turkeys, and Ito is a developer. He's basically the owner of the city. This man named, he's a developer here that the city does a lot of business with. He owns the city. And that's what he would do. Christmas time, he'd give out a bunch of turkeys. So I want you to think about this. He's giving out turkeys as a developer to gain influence, right? For his project. Nothing wrong with it, nothing illegal about it. Why would Corey Jackson do the same thing? Trying to gain influence without showing. I think I'll take him one of those and, do what I got to do. But Dimitri, remember, Ito was giving out turkeys. Remember, Ito was giving out turkeys, and Ito is a developer. He's basically the owner of the city. This man named, he's a developer here that the city does a lot of business with. He owns the city. And that's what he would do. Christmas time, he'd give out a bunch of turkeys. So I want you to think about this. He's giving out turkeys as a developer to gain influence, right? For his project. Nothing wrong with it, nothing illegal about it. Why would Corey Jackson do the same thing? Trying to gain influence without showing any receipts of anything that he's done tangibly. Tangibly. Yeah, turkey and prime rib sandwiches. Remember, he was giving the fish, he had the fish plates with the tripe. He had that tripe, so you had every Saturday you could go to Ito's estate. Man, those were the days. Those were the days. And that's when I got into politics, basically, hardcore. So anyway, my point is, you guys, there's no excuse for you guys not knowing the people that run your city. Now, I can tell you right now, the person that actually runs my city is a man named Mike Lee. He's the city manager because of our form of government here. See, a lot of you guys don't even know that. You think because you have a ceremonial mayor, that mayor actually runs everything, that the mayor doesn't, depending on what kind of city law you're under. In my city, the actual power in the city is a guy named Mike Lee, the city manager. Civics, you guys, civics. So anyway, let me get out of here. I'm disgusted. But before I go, you better thank New Black Media for highlighting this stuff and informing you guys. You better thank us. And you could thank us by sharing, and subscribing to our pages, YouTube, Facebook, and all the other stuff. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you guys mañana. And by the way, for those of you guys who have been flooded by the migrants, I think, you know those free ESL classes that they give to the migrants to learn English? You might want to go to your city council and ask them to start funding SSL, Spanish speaking lessons, because you guys are going to need it. We're going to need it. You got to learn Spanish. So from my Dominican days, I'll talk to you guys mañana.